The golden fields of Lone Mesa burned softly under the dying sun. The last edge of light melted across the horizon, and through the drifting dust rode a tall, broad-shouldered cowboy, slow, steady, and silent. His name was Jace Colton, a man whose past was written in scars, and whose eyes carried storms too heavy for one's soul to bear. Once, they said, he was a lawman, a man of honor, until betrayal shattered his world and turned him into a wanderer. Now he rode alone, fighting ghosts of his past, of guilt, and of God. That evening, his weary horse stopped at the edge of a quiet town. A small wooden church stood there, lonely against the desert wind. At the door, a young woman stood, soft, graceful, dressed in white. The last rays of sunset wrapped her in gold. Her name was Mary, the preacher's only daughter. When Mary saw the stranger, she took a step back. "Who are you?" she asked softly, though caution trembled in her voice. Jace tipped his hat, his tone low and rough from the road. "Just a traveler," he said. "Lookin' for a place to rest." For a moment she studied him, his dusty clothes, his tired eyes. Then she nodded gently. "Come inside. My father just finished the evening prayer." Inside, candlelight flickered against wooden walls. The preacher prayed in silence. Jace sat quietly in the back pew. For the first time in years, his heart found stillness, if only for a moment. Night fell. The preacher offered him supper and a bed in the small room behind the chapel. But Mary couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to this stranger, something dark, yet kind. In his silence, she sensed pain, and a promise of protection. By dawn, the peace was shattered. From the edge of the town came the cry, "Bandits! They're comin' again!" Fear spread fast. The preacher turned pale. The town was poor, the people weak. They had no one to fight for them. Jace rose, pulled on his old leather jacket, and walked toward his horse. Mary's voice trembled behind him. "Where are you going? They'll kill you." He stopped, looked over his shoulder, and met her eyes. "I've seen too much evil to stand aside again," he said quietly. "Maybe this time, God will forgive me." Then he mounted his horse and rode out, alone, but unafraid. The desert wind howled as the sun burned high above. The bandits rode hard, kicking up clouds of dust, guns glinting. Jace faced them head on. "This town ain't yours no more," he called out. A gunfight broke loose. Bullets screamed. Dust and chaos filled the air. Jace fought like a storm. Fierce,